I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Good morning.
Good morning. I'll make a motion. The Board of Commissioners approves the November 6, 2025 regular meeting minutes. Second?
Roll call.
Sabrina,
Yes.
Jill,
Yes.
Mike.
Yes.
And we have Hopetown. Ted, you guys want to come up?
The man called Hopetown.
Right.
The man on a mission.
That's
Yes, stay
right.
there since it's a small group and we got 2 chairs. So I first thought it'd be good, thank you for having us. I always like coming up each year, and it was nice to meet you finally.
Yes.
And I brought Emily and Frank, and they are our 2 newest staff, and they're our community relations managers, right? So I was interviewing them both, and with all of the different things that we have that we've been trying to keep up with for this last couple of years, I just saw the strengths that they each had, and I just thought, you know what, we need all the help we can get. So we hired them both, and they're working together to help develop the programs that we've started. So they just started about 3 weeks? And we're getting them acclimated to all the things. And then you guys know that we have an open house tomorrow for our Recovery Community Center. So thanks to our Ohio Department of Behavioral Health, which is OMAS, Ohio Mental Health and Addiction Services, now Ohio Department of Behavioral Health, they've changed their name again. And then our Portage Mental Health and Recovery Board have really helped us with not only supporting some of the programs and the innovative initiatives that we've had, but they gave us a lot of support to renovate the old police department end, right? Because you guys have been there. You saw the front end where the old police department was at different stages of us basically taking it down to its bare bones and then completely opening it up, the 5 different rooms, and now we put a beam across and it's wide open. You see us on social media, you know, you can see the pictures, but the feel in there is going to be pretty incredible. It's going to be a lot of different services, a lot of different uses for that space. I mean, during the day we use it as our boardroom, we use it as our breakfast and lunch room. It gives us one big space because that is quite an old building. They built that building was built by the government when they came in for the eminent domain and took over half of Wyndham. They built us a community center, they built us a police station, they built us a fire station. They kind of built the community with all of the projects that they put in. So then they added to it in the 80s, and there's not one room that's bigger than this in that whole building. So now to us to have one common room where we can actually meet and host. And so that said, though, we've got a lot of our guys in the houses that are really excited about having something to be part of. So think of the outcomes, right? So we've already proven through evidence and studies that people have better outcomes with addiction in recovery housing because of the structure, right? And now what's happening across the state is recovery community organizations or recovery community centers, right? Which we in Portage are pretty lucky to have. We already have a couple, right? Yeah. Which most counties don't. There's only like 14 or 17 in the state, but they're coming, right? Because having that also connected to recovery housing improves outcomes because we get to be part of something bigger than ourselves. You guys know my story. When I got clean, I couldn't go to Warren, right? I drove to Kent, and I went to every meeting every night in Kent, right? And that was how I stayed connected to something, you know, and kind of learned how to create a path, create a life. And so this Recovery Community Center right in Wyndham, these guys are able to have meetings there. They'll have it's key codes, so they'll have access to that space and the back deck so that there won't be a bunch of people standing out front smoking with the optics not looking so good, so they'll be back in the courtyard. But they won't have access to the full building, kind of like what we did. I had keys to the United Methodist Center across from Rockneys. You know, a lot of open and closed meetings, and that's what they'll do. and we'll have a lot of people in the community. I think there's already a meeting closing at one of the local churches, and they're gonna move it over to Hopetown. So we'll start to have evening meetings there, and then weekends recovery events and things. And then, Wyndham doesn't have much for good space to host different things, like the Friday Club wants to use it, and I told them they can all use it until the schedule conflicts, and then obviously recovery events will trump local other events. But I think we've had a lot of interest in the grand opening tomorrow. We've got Joyce is coming, and he said what he called yesterday, or
Yeah,
River called, yeah. We got representation from the governor's office, the AG's office, and Husted's office. So, and I think the governor's office coming with something, and so is Husted, I'm not sure. Anyway, county, you guys have always been close with us and supported us, and this year's no different. So I get to come and show up and say thank you for that support, not just of the $25,000 that you've given us each of the last 3 years, but just all of the general support, because sometimes this is, we get into this grind, and with all the uncertainty out there, this has never been as easy as we try to make it look, right? It's never there's always stuff going on. And what's been really helpful for me is people have always said, like, what is it that you do? And I think I'm the guy that doesn't let it break, right? I'm always that guy that has to put myself in that spot. And I'm telling you, Hopetown could have broken 10 times in the last 5 years. And that's always kind of a lonely feeling. That said, with Adam and Chris and this core that's growing, and then the addition of these two high-level folks that really can come in and complement us to do the things, it's not like I don't feel like I'm by myself anymore doing this thing, because we've got a committed crew, and we're going to be doing lots of cool things, man. I mean, I don't know how much you guys are keeping up or paying attention, but we do the housing, we do the transportation. These things are done in a big way, and this year I kind of think I've been coining that recovery ecosystem, right, for years, but we haven't really fully built it out yet. The third part for me is the employment. So we really focus on 3 things: housing, transportation, and employment. Essentially, the impact, regardless of the emotional or the family impact that it has community-wide, what the impact of addiction is the loss of productivity. That's truly the impact it has on society. So I've always looked at that employment part as something that I want to develop further. And we've developed it to I think more of a traditional space from a recovery organization level. 2026, you're going to see this is going to change altogether. And we won't be just serving those with addiction and mental health. We'll be serving the underemployed and the underserved, right? With a lot of the programs and initiatives that we have. We're working with JFS, and we went out down to Stark State with them. We're trying to put in place this automotive internship, and that's something that we want to develop, and I think it's certainly there's a market for it within our community. But at the same time, if you know me too, like when I came into recovery, if you'd have told me like, oh, we can help you, I was making 6-figure income selling steel, so I was an administrative guy. I wasn't a hands-on work at a factory guy. I don't want to just be able to offer things that like we can get you a welding certificate, just go through our course, or we can, you can get your CDL. CDL may not be the lifestyle for somebody like me or somebody like us, right? So we want to think more in terms of upskilling Ohio's workforce, not just for those in recovery, not just for those who are underserved or underemployed, but we're also with Hopetown AI. I mean, this thing. We're gonna squeeze this moment for all that it's worth, because this is a pivotal moment in human evolution. And I don't mean to sound dramatic, but if you're paying attention, this is something that I've kind of gone all in with, And we've partnered with some state agencies. We're providing AI readiness training that are fully 100% reimbursable to the employer. And we're working through our Jobs and Family Services. We're working through with Brad Earhart and Ohio Economic Development Board. And we've trained over 70 people from all kinds of different organizations in Portage, right? So we're now serving our employers to help upskill their workforce. Because if you think about the capabilities that AI has had, and we've watched a lot of the generative AI, which is you ask it something, it gives you an answer.
Yeah.
We're moving into 2026 is going to be applied agentic AI, agents, right? Agents are going to do more than fixed workflows. They're going to actually reason and do tasks. And that's where we're going to get into that space of the capabilities have increased so dramatically and so fast, and watch over this next 18 months, it's going to be disruptive, right? But the skill level of the workforce has stayed the same. So the gap is getting really wide.
Yeah.
So what we're doing is we're working with local and state to help upskill Ohio's workforce. There's a goal, and I think it's a good goal, that Ohio should be the first AI-ready state, right? And what that means is that more companies can come into Ohio, because they're going to be, when they talk about do you have a workforce? If we bring our organization in that's skilled enough to be able to do this, one of the first qualifiers is going to be AI. It's going to trump everything. What's your AI level workforce? And that's what Husted put in place through Ohio Tech Red, right? And we work with AI Owl, who is providing the trainings, and we are the facilitators of that. We got Ohio's first community-based AI Academy at the Renaissance Center in Wyndham, right? And all of your employers in your community can access this at 100% reimbursement. So that's a social enterprise for us. You know how Hope on Wheels is a big social enterprise for us. It's kind of made our abilities to where I can go to a farmer's bank and get a loan and a line of credit because of what it does to our P&L, you know, what it provides us. Because if I was just an organization as a nonprofit, especially a new one, I couldn't go to banks because I can't guarantee how long my grants live. And I can't survive the gap when the fiscal year ends and the state says, okay, so it's ended, you're gonna operate for 3 to 6 months, 25 grand a month, and we might make you whole in March. I mean, that's allowed me to bridge some of these gaps in scales. So scaling is what we're gonna do. This help this year will probably go to help us scale and buffer some of our workforce initiatives. And I know sometimes when you think of us, you know, most people think of it, well, Ted, what about the housing? How about the guys that you're helping? You know, that kind of stuff, you know? And we're trying to create something much larger, and we're having to build out these pieces while we develop this. But ultimately, I believe in 2026, we're going to be able to really fully encompass that ecosystem where somebody can come in because they not only get help with housing and transportation and employment, but we've got recovery peer supporters who are supporting all of that while they're in that, helping them navigate and link to services, especially with all kinds of uncertainty constantly, no matter what, right? But what we're trying to do is make it so that we can do it in a larger way. And in order for us to be able to do that, we have to be my goal is to be more autonomous, less dependent as a nonprofit, right? And so building out these other spaces, being relevant, I always think of I feel like Madonna, I gotta reinvent myself every year just to stay relevant. You know, I think that's the model that I spend my time in.
Kind of look like her.
Well, thanks.
I don't know, the hair might throw me off.
But I think what impresses me, Ted, and you know, we've had several conversations, and you know, I was born and raised in Garrettsville and had a lot of connection in the Wyndham community. I think it's a tribute to you and your family on what you brought there and what it does, not only for the community, but for the county, and the help that has been provided, and the massive undertaking that is underway and continuing to steamroll down the road. I'm really impressed with you guys.
Thanks, man.
With what you're doing and what you're up to, and I know that we all kind of stay in contact with you and what you're up to, and man, it's somewhat overwhelming sometimes. And that's us looking from the outside in, and I'm proud of you, man.
Thank you.
And you know, Ted, when you first came out with your
When
Hope
you first came
Village
out.
and Hope Town, you know, everyone was like, we'll see how this kid does, you know. We've been doing this for years, we'll see, but you know, the nice part about you is you have always focused on gap services, whether, you know, so it's not a surprise to me that you've evolved even going outside of recovery now because of everything that you've done, and you focused on the very things that will keep people in sobriety and be successful. You focused on housing. You know, housing was a big problem. You know, you focused on transportation because, you know, as you know, we've got a lot of transportation deserts, Wyndham being one of them. You know, they don't have bus lines out there. And then you focused on the workforce, because how do you keep these people sustainable after they've gone through the recovery housing and they're ready to go back out into society on their own? And then as we see, you're evolving, and by doing that, you're not only helping Portage County at a broader brushstroke, but it's also helping you sustain your original mission, and that is, you know, to create this ecosystem for folks in sobriety and recovery, and help them stay there. And so, and I even used your ecosystem when I interviewed with News 5 the other day.
Nice.
On opioid funds.
I love it.
Why don't you tell everybody where exactly your open house is tomorrow?
9621 East Center Street. So essentially, when you pull into Wyndham, look for the water tower, because we are literally at the base of the water tower. The new fire station, which was built in the 90s, we still call it the new fire station, right? And then the old fire station are right next to each other. We're the large three-door garage in the front. There's a three-door garage in the back. You pull to the left and come in any door, because we're just going to have all the doors unlocked tomorrow, because there's 12 doors on that building. It's a funny footprint. So yeah, we're right in the center of
And you
downtown.
know, I think as someone like Carl, who just lost,
Yeah.
you know, I was there the day, I was taking an interview, or I was taking a tour of the men's facility, because you had just finished up that unit when Carl arrived there. Your mom was already putting him to work.
I saw
telling him
that
what to do.
no, she was still, she was getting him, because she saw he was willing,
Yeah.
right? And he was doing stuff, so the little general put him to work. And he worked for us. He ran our house. He refused to be the house manager 3 times. Finally, he relented and became our best house manager. And then he got his own place. We hired him, obviously. It was his idea to do Hope on Wheels. He's the one that kept bugging me about it, because COVID shut everything down, and he was trying to get to IOP because he was trying to get reconnected to his kids, and he didn't want this to get screwed up. And honestly, he lived the last 4 years of his life. It was the best years of his life, and his kids idolized him. His family worshipped him because they never saw the confidence and leadership in that man that came naturally, but he was humbled and humiliated by addiction his whole life. So he did get a chance to let them see who he was. So,
Well, that's a
Great
good
loss.
thing. That's what you do.
Yeah.
That's exactly what you do.
Great.
Any other questions?
Just looking forward to tomorrow.
awesome.
Open
Yeah,
house.
thank you.
You gonna have food?
Yep, of course, G&E knows.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
Whatever you
Doesn't
bring,
matter,
what
right?
you bring it.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
fine.
so I'm getting ready to go all in too. So what I'm thinking is, and the reason that I wanted, oh, hi.
Hi.
Nice
to see you, Ted.
Good to see you. The reason I brought these guys is, one, I want them to meet everybody, but also this year and pretty soon, I've always felt like I've got really good relationships with the folks in the county, right? And we've earned those relationships because we're all working hard in our own space and we're all supportive of each other, right? Because I'm proud of you guys too, you know? And I'm proud to be part of something bigger than ourselves, and I feel like we are, right? However, I don't always get a chance to, and sometimes I'm awkward about like, hey, how can you you could help Hopetown, how could you do that? Like, I'm not organized enough to do that, I'm more in the moment, I'll call if I need to. But I think there's a lot of opportunities, especially with this workforce initiative and these reimbursements, fully reimbursable trainings that we're doing for the employers. I mean, this is all relevant stuff. So my point is that I'm gonna have these guys reach out to you and include you in things and ask for your creativity and your energy and your relationships to help us promote whatever it is that we're doing that's not just helping Hopetown, but hopefully indirectly we're helping our community because we're part of our community, serving our community, and then that technical assistance and ongoing trainings and these social enterprises that we're setting up, of course, will allow me to continue to take care of the mission and grow it here. My goal is I'll be helping others and throughout the state and outside of our state for technical assistance, but I'm not growing into those other communities. I just want to be able to help in those communities and use the proceeds to help drive this mission further.
That's
So
right.
that's it.
All right,
Well,
thank
we
you.
appreciate you.
Thank you
Can we
guys
get
for
can we get a
coming.
picture?
Thanks.
Is that
Yeah,
disruptive?
absolutely. Bring your team up and let's go.
Will somebody take a picture?
Mike always loves. I can take a
Yeah.
picture and feed it to you.
Or Katie,
Yeah.
if you want to take her.
Oh, I don't know.
Well, there we go. Uh-oh.
I was gonna say, let's put Ted in the middle. We got everyone.
Ready? 1, 2, 3. For me.
Next. Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right.
Good to meet you. Good to meet you on my meeting.
It's been my pleasure.
Yes.
Nice to meet you. Talk to you soon.
Frank?
Yes,
you.
it's been my
Talk to
pleasure. It's been my
Pleasure.
pleasure. Yes, we'll talk soon. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Yep. 12 to 2.
Can you send a car?
We'll send a driver. A little hope on wheels.
Can we arrange for a ride?
Yeah, send a car. Step on up, sir. You're up.
Yeah, you're up.
Thanks again, Ted.
You bet.
Have a good one.
I'm sure.
Take care.
Morning, ladies.
Morning.
Snuck in, huh?
Back.
I like it.
Michelle,
Hi.
Oh, what do you,
I was just telling them, I hope one of them is next because I can't follow him. So, I guess I
he's a
have to.
powerhouse, man.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Puts
All
his
right.
money where his mouth is.
That's good. That's what you should be doing. All right. First of all, thanks for allowing me to come in and give some information on something that we're doing here at Veteran Service Commission. For those out there in YouTube land who don't know who I am, I'm the Director of Veteran Service Commission. But we have 2 events that we're doing coming up here, one a Thanksgiving and one a Christmas event, to honor the veterans, show our appreciation for the veterans and what they've done. The first is the Thanksgiving on 25 November. We're doing a veterans meal. It'll start at 5 o'clock, go till 7:30. We anticipate starting to serve some food around 5:30. But that is for all veterans and their families out there in Portage County.
And where are you doing this at, Woody?
It's at the VFW in Ravenna. So in fact, both events, the Christmas event will be there as well. We're hoping to do it in a couple different places throughout the county, but we had to try to find something, and a lot of places were already booked up. All right, like I said, Thanksgiving on 25 November. The Christmas event will be 19 December, again at the same place. For that event, that's from 5:30 to 8:30. We're gonna do some kids' activities. We are gonna put some Christmas trees on, well, we're looking for 4 different places. We've nailed down 2 of them that are gonna have like a kid's wish list card on them for the veterans kids.
Yeah.
And then we will do something there at the event as well.
Yeah, I
Just-
thought I read where they would have a wish list and they would be guaranteed to get at least one item off the list.
Well, my understanding is there's gonna be a special guest there, jolly old fellow.
Oh,
understanding.
yeah.
So,
That he will
yeah, he may participate.
Get the email on the wish list and he'll decide.
Yeah, that's exactly it. So,
Got it.
we don't know exactly when he's gonna show up, but he guaranteed he'll be there. So, we're gonna do a few events, like, well, not events, but we're gonna do an ugly sweater contest. We'll have some games, adult and children. Some of them will be humorous and some will just be the fun.
We're gonna sign Mike up for the ugly sweater contest.
Yes.
Okay.
I have many.
All right. Go keep up with our social media page. The actual page that we've created is portageohiovets.gov. Any updates that we're getting, anything that we're gonna do for these events, we'll put on there. Things do change. But same thing on social media sites, Instagram and Facebook. Any updates will be put on there. Let's see here. Forgot my glasses, so I can't see. Also, the reading. I'll take them. Okay, those aren't reading glasses, are they?
Let me see.
Yeah?
Here, you want mine?
Yeah, so you-
Oh,
I
that might
don't
be a
know.
little
What do they
attractive
look
for-
like there?
Are they flowered? Give
Really loud.
them
That's
to
not
them.
bad.
No.
Oh, those are bad.
Hey, I tried to help.
I don't have a lot of pride, but I have some. All right.
Where?
For those that can't get out to any organizations where the trees are gonna be, we're gonna have one in our office as well. And then they can fill out the card, just tell us what they need. We have donations from some of the businesses around here, which we'll acknowledge at a later time. We've had 13 turkeys and 3 hams donated as well. So we will be pretty busy because we are the ones that are gonna be cooking. Fortunately, majority of the food has been donated, which again, I'll mention who it was, once I can nail down the whole list. But other than that, you're all welcome. We have reached out to Congressman Joyce's office and Heidi Workman's office. Haven't heard back yet, but hopefully they can make one, if not both of the events. And that's all I got. I very much appreciate your time to get this information out.
You know, Woody, I post the stuff because I saw it on your website, on
Mhm.
ours, but I wonder, Michelle, if we could maybe post those on our county pages, like these 2 events for Thanksgiving and Christmas.
Sure, it's county related, so
Yeah,
it is,
absolutely. Why
absolutely
don't
is.
you go ahead and send me over what you have and we'll
Okay.
get it posted for
Or we
you.
can get them on the TVs.
That's even nicer, yeah.
Yeah.
And on the
Good.
YouTube. So,
All
I don't know much about that.
And if
so.
you need anything else.
Just send it over.
No, okay.
We'll make you look good.
No, I'm still, no, that's not gonna happen, I can assure you. But I got the radio face for the world. That's all I've got. I appreciate it again.
Well, Woody, we appreciate all you do.
Yep.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
All right, and I'll be back in January to brief you on our yearly events, or yearly numbers, what we did.
Very
Okay,
good.
good.
So, all right,
Good.
Good.
thank you.
All right, thanks, Woody.
You did a good job.
Morning.
Morning, Jackie. How are you?
I'm good, how are you?
How's the pup?
Good.
Good.
Yeah, he's decided he's like a little person.
For
and
those
he's
that, for
sleeping.
those that
Yeah,
don't
he's
know,
sleeping in
Jackie has a
bed.
new little puppy.
It's a new baby.
Yeah, he's-
Archie.
Adopted from
Is that like the snowman, Archie's a snowman?
That's how I remember his
That's
name.
how Sabrina remembers his name.
My niece has one, his name's Walter. I'm like, what's naming these corgi dogs?
Walter.
That's cute. Mature names, we'll say.
Walter.
Archie's a
How do you
British
yell
name,
at
so
a
that's why I
dog
picked
named
it.
Walter.
Oh, he's a dog.
Walter.
Okay, you're up.
Okay,
Now that we've handled that.
Brad
I,
Chrislop's, or Brad Earhart's corgi is named Spanky. Top that. All right, I'm sorry. I'm back on track, Jackie. I'm sorry.
Anyway,
anyhow.
Kind of dog names. Let's get
Um,
to some finances.
So, yeah, I don't have any comments this week. We just have some resolutions for some grants and vehicles, so I don't know if the board has any questions.
I do.
I did not see anything out of the ordinary, so I do not. All right, I'll go ahead and start if you guys are ready. Yep. Hey, in accordance with section 305.30K of the Ohio Revised Code and this board's resolution 21-0396 and this board's resolution 21-0878, the Board of Commissioners acknowledges and approves the county administrator's approval too. I'll make a motion to direct the auditor's office to pay process the November 6th, 2025 bills, ACH payments, wires, journal vouchers, and then announce as applicable, contingent upon the verification of the reports as presented by the county auditor and reviewed by the Department of Budget and Financial Management.
Second?
Roll call.
Sabrina?
Yes?
Jill?
Yes.
Mike?
Yes.
I'll make a motion to process the November sixth, 2025 budget amendments as reviewed and recommended by the Department of Budget and Financial Management.
Second?
Roll call.
Sabrina?
Yes.
Jill?
Yes.
Mike?
Yes.
I'll make a motion to transfer from Fund 4260 Jones Road Bridge to Fund 1201 Motor Vehicle and Gas Tax.
Second?
Roll call.
Sabrina?
Yes.
Jill?
Yes.
Mike?
Yes.
I'll make a motion to authorize the Portage County Engineer to apply for a Federal Surface Transportation Block Grant program by the Akron Metropolitan Area Transportation Study, resurface Section B of Prospect Street and Sections F through G of Summit Road in Ravenna and Ritztown Townships, Portage County, Ohio.
Second?
Roll call.
Sabrina?
Yes.
Jill?
Yes.
Mike?
Yes.
Okay. Let's see here. All right, I'll make a motion to authorize the Portage County Engineer to apply for a Federal Surface Transportation Block Grant program by the Akron Metropolitan Area Transportation Study for State Route 44 Improvement Project in Woodstock Township, Portage County, Ohio.
Second?
Roll call.
Sabrina?
Yes.
Jill?
Yes.
Mike?
Yes.
Okay, I'll make a motion to authorize the Portage County Engineer to apply for the Federal Surface Transportation Block Grant program by Akron Metropolitan Area Transportation Study for the improvements of the Stowe Street Bridge and Trail Improvement Project in the city of Kent, Ohio.
Second?
Roll call.
Sabrina?
Yes.
Jill?
Yes.
Mike?
Yes.
I'll make a motion to declare obsolete and authorize the trade-in of one vehicle, Ford F-150, from the Portage County Building Department and declare the necessity to lease one vehicle, a 2026 Jeep Compass Latitude 4x4, for the use by the Portage County Building Department.
Second?
Roll call.
Sabrina?
Yes.
Jill?
Yes.
Mike?
Yes.
I'll make a motion to declare obsolete and authorize the sale by public auction of the front-load dumpsters from the Portage County Solid Waste Management District.
Second?
Roll call.
Sabrina?
Yes.
Jill?
Yes.
Mike?
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thanks, Jackie.
Oh, Ms. Shannon, our
Yes.
Internal Services Director,
Hello.
please step forward.
I don't know why this is like this. Before I do project updates, Congressman Joyce's office reached out yesterday afternoon and stated they would like to lease again for next year. So I
Good.
stated that I would discuss this with you. Their current rent is $279.80 a month, and it's gone up $1.29 per square foot. So their new rent would be $298 a month. And if the board would like to proceed, then we can start the lease for next year. Last year we got in a little bit late because end of the year and stuff for a resolution, so I
Yeah.
could get that in
I'm okay.
next one
Yeah,
time.
absolutely.
Good.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's fine.
Okay.
It's
I
nice
just
having
sneak
their
that in there.
presence in our building. It's nice having their
Yeah.
presence here.
And this is I tried to save paper.
Oh, look at that. So we did with one sheet.
Right.
Thanks, Shannon.
Okay. If you go, we're finished and it's complete for the stairs, for the door at the annex building, so I'll take that off of here. And then if you go to the second page, I put down so that we're gonna put a quarter down on the HVAC for the JDC. We're setting up the fund right now with the auditor's office, and Jackie and I are working with that, so we're good to go there. There's currently setting up the contract so we can push through. I wanna get a resolution though passed, so I told him to, because we're not having very many meetings left. We're getting down to the wire, so I wanna get going on that. And then it was brought to my attention that where the guardianship is, there is no base heating in their offices. I was like, what do you mean there's no heating? So they don't have heating in there. So
How's it heated?
it was one giant room at one time, and they cut it up into small rooms.
Yeah.
The only room that has base heating is the one by the window on Main Street. So just the hall from that room is basically heated from that one room down the hall. So if they have their door shut, there's no heat in there.
And those are offices with walls, drywall, it's not like removable.
Correct, yeah. So I got a cost on to put base heating in is about $15,000 to put that in there. Now we just I purchased heaters for them to put in their offices. She said they're fine for right now, but I would like to eventually put heating in there, because I don't think that it's okay to not have heating in their offices. I didn't know that they didn't have heating in there. We haven't really had tenants down there before since I've been
Yeah,
here.
but the bank had it for years like
Yeah.
that. They had loan officers, new account people on that side.
I don't think I ever paid attention.
Was it, so Sunny and Mark said it was one giant room at one time, and then, I don't know,
Then
once,
they cut up a little bit and then they left like a boardroom.
yep,
Yeah.
and then they started cutting them up into smaller offices, so I don't know if they all had little space heaters they brought in at one time. It's got air, they have air conditioning, but they don't have heat, so. I know.
How's the air provided to them? Through the
It's-
ceiling?
Yeah. Yep, so we need it, there are heatings in the base heating, so I was gonna put that on maybe my project expenses for next year, so. Out of my maintenance budget versus.
All right.
All right, I just wanted to let you know, as soon as I found out, you found out, so. That's all I have.
Does anyone have any questions for Shannon's resolutions? Okay, I'll make a motion, the Board of Commissioners authorizes the Portage County Engineer to enter into a local public agency agreement with the Director of the Ohio Department of Transportation for the project known as the resurfacing of Chamberlain and Mennonite roads in Portage County, Ohio.
Second.
Roll call.
Sabrina?
Yes.
Jill?
Yes.
Mike?
Yes.
I'll make a motion, the Board of Commissioners agrees to amend resolution number 25-0544 to correct a clerical error as recommended by the Portage County Engineer.
Second.
Roll call.
Sabrina?
Yes.
Jill?
Yes.
Mike?
Yes.
I'll make a motion, the Board of Commissioners declares MS Consultants, Inc. most qualified firm as a result in review and analysis of qualifications and enter into negotiations for providing professional construction administration services for the project known as Newton Falls Bridge Number 131 replacement in Paris Township, Portage County.
Second.
Roll call.
Sabrina?
Yes.
Jill?
Yes.
Mike?
Yes.
I'll make a motion, the Board of Commissioners agrees to accept the contract modification number 1 in the engineering agreement between Lillian and Lake Erie Railway Company and the Portage County for preliminary engineering services for the project known as the Judson Road Bridge Rehabilitation in Franklin Township, Portage County.
Second.
Roll call.
Sabrina?
Yes.
Jill?
Yes.
Mike?
Yes.
I'll make a motion, the Board of Commissioners agrees to amend Resolution 23-0483 to accept and award the bid for biosolids disposal for the Portage County Water Resources Department awarded to Republic Services of Ohio 2 LLC doing business as countywide recycling and disposable facility to add additional funds to the original contract.
Second.
Roll call.
Sabrina?
Yes.
Jill?
Yes.
Mike?
Yes.
I'll make a motion, the Board of Commissioners agrees to enter into a subcommittee agreement with the Portage County Jobs and Family Services and Access Family Services, Inc. to provide Ohio Early Prevention Service Coordination and Outreach Services.
Second.
Roll call.
Sabrina?
Yes.
Jill? Mike?
Yes.
Thank you, Ms. Shannon.
Thank you,
You're the best.
thank you.
Have a good one.
You too. All right, I'll go ahead and do miscellaneous. I'll make a motion, the Board of Commissioners acknowledges receipt of the November 7th, 2025 certificate of the county auditor that the total appropriations from each fund do not exceed the amended official estimates of resources as presented by Portage County Auditor's Office.
Second.
Roll call.
Sabrina?
Yes.
Jill?
Yes.
Mike?
Yes.
I'll make a motion, the Board of Commissioners approves the September 2025 adjustments to the Portage County Water, Portage County Sewer, and Streetsboro Sewer billing accounts as reported on the adjustment reports submitted and reviewed by the Department of Budget and Financial Management.
Second.
Roll call.
Sabrina?
Yes.
Jill?
Yes.
Mike?
Yes.
I'll make a motion, the Board of Commissioners acknowledge receipt of the kennel disposition report and intake report for November 3rd, 2025 through November 9th, 2025, as presented by the Chief Dog Warden David McIntyre.
Second.
Roll call.
Sabrina?
Yes.
Jill?
Yes.
Mike?
Yes.
Okay, has everyone had a chance to look at the holiday schedule?
Yep.
All right, I'll make a motion, the Board of Commissioners approves the county holiday observation schedule for the year 2026.
Second.
Roll call.
Sabrina?
Yes.
Jill?
Yes.
Mike?
Yes. All right.
Oh gosh, where is this?
Madam County Administrator, do you have anything at this point?
No, Mr. President, I am good.
Our Clerk Cassidy?
Do not.
All right, I just want to thank you, as I'm sure everyone has and will, but it was a great Veterans ceremony at the
It was cold.
courthouse. Okay, it was cold, but.
It was cool, but did you see President Trump and JD Vance's?
Yeah.
It was outside, I mean,
Yeah.
the flags were just
Yeah.
flying in the back.
I don't know what
Yeah,
the temperature
they were
was, but
out.
it was cold.
Oh,
It was cold.
it was cool, but it was windy on top of it.
Do you have anything?
No, but just to reiterate, thank you Cassidy, but our Veterans Day event on Tuesday.
It was a great job. Very
Was
good.
well attended and.
Yep.
Considering the weather and stuff, I think it turned out really nice. And we do have, Mr. Russell from Secretary of State's office here. Did you wanna come up and say some stuff? Or introduce yourself?
Yeah. It's always dangerous to put us on the spot.
Well,
Don't know how to go.
I figure you're
Not
out
here.
there.
Yeah, right.
Not here.
You might
Well, it's a
wanna come up
friendly
and say-
audience, and it's my home county, so
Yeah.
that works out pretty good. But it's, thank you very much, Mr. President, members of the commission. Dustin Russell, Regional Liaison for the Ohio Secretary of State. I've been in the position for a number of months now, coming from the private sector, corporate lobbying. And as I mentioned, this is my home county. Grew up here in Ravenna, graduated from Ravenna High School. So it's always great to get back home and see the county and the folks around. And one of the priorities that I have is to stop into meetings like this and observe and hear what's going on and see where there's areas where we can be helpful to y'all in what you're doing. I met with Commissioner Christian Bennett a couple weeks ago on just a meet and greet, and would be happy to make myself available to Commissioner Tinlin and Commissioner Crawford just to catch up and get to know each other and see where we can be helpful. 2/3 of my time is spent dealing with county boards of elections, as you would imagine. You've got a really great board here, and we'll be stopping down and say hi to them shortly. But also a big component of what I do is working with the business community, local boards of economic development, Chamber of Commerce, with our business services division, as we register businesses in the state for business certification, all sorts of forms that have to be filled out as businesses operate. We want to make sure that that process is run smoothly, and also any opportunity where we can help you all out in recognizing people in the county that are doing good work from the secretary. Definitely want to do that as well. And you mentioned the Veterans Day thing yesterday. I was at a board meeting in another county, ironically enough on Veterans Day, but growing up here, I can say that the Veterans Day ceremony is always spectacular here. There's a strong veteran presence in this county, and that goes back all the way to the Civil War, frankly. Between Medina and Portage and Ashtabula, this area has played a significant role in sending their sons and daughters to fight for liberty and freedom for our country, both internally and abroad. So just wanted to mention that too. So thank you all.
We thank you for stopping.
Yeah,
Yeah.
stop by
Appreciate you.
anytime.
Well, thank you very much. Yeah.
Do you have a card with your?
I do,
Did you
yeah.
bring donuts or anything?
Well, interestingly enough, my best friend in high school, his parents operated the bakery in town, and of course that's closed up now, but had that been open, I would have brought in
Best
donuts.
cream sticks ever.
Isn't that true? Absolutely. When I was working at the State House in Columbus for many years, I would get them sent down there,
Yep.
No, yeah.
and it was quite,
I used to send some myself to a family down in town. Thank you very
Yeah.
much. It was a very nice place.
well, I'll find a replacement maybe,
All right.
because you never want to show up empty-handed.
No.
No.
That's
How'd
what I
you
am.
con him into making a dozen chocolate cream sticks?
Well, we'll see what we can pull off.
Can I have a half of one?
Yes.
Thank you. See how nice she's been lately?
Lately. Well, thank you very much.
Hey, thank you.
Appreciate it, yeah.
And send our regards to the secretary.
Will do, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Anything else? All right, we're gonna recess until 11 a.m. for public comment, if any.
We are live.
Well, welcome back from recess. Is there anything else to come before the board? Is there any public comment?
No, sir, not today. No
Okay,
public comment.
Commissioner Bennett,
No, sir.
Commissioner Crawford,
No, sir, I do not have any.
and I have nothing. So I appreciate everybody for attending.
I'll
Thank
make a motion to adjourn.
I'll second.
Roll call, please.
Sabrina?
Yes.
Jill?
Yes.
Mike?
Yes. Have a good weekend.